be live in a few minutes, but don't say nothing until I introduce you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just put it in the chat. Yes, and then we on now. Hold on, let me just take care of something real quick. What happened? Where did I go? What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the fifth quarter. We in week 15, and but before I get into week 15 with the predictions, I'm gonna do the recap and everything. And this week I just want to introduce my special guest. He has the Patriots in this league. We've been in leagues for quite a few years now, and we pretty familiar with each other's game. I respect this man's game. When I first came into the league, you know, he was definitely putting up numbers on people. This was back, and this is back when passing was more effective than the run game. You know, so without further ado, man, let me introduce E-Ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The original guru of this man.
E-Ball, we happy to have you on the show, bro. You know, we see we got the fifth quarter segment going down, and you know, we got the predictions and recap going down every week. Just give me a little bit of what you think about that. How do you feel about the fifth quarter and the predictions and everything?
The fifth quarter prediction. First, the fifth quarter is bigger than first take. Like, we already passed first take with this. We coming after Skip and Shannon next. Like, that's just how dope it is, man. And the predictions are very impressive. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's tuning in. I've never just sat on the internet to just tune in to people talking. I've never done that before. And
right.
I find myself just logged in because this is magic, man. This is smooth, it's dope, and it's entertaining, and you know, it's nice, man.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to yourself. Shout out to yourself for taking Madden just to on the internet, just taking it to another level.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. You know, just trying to have the league exciting, just as well as off the league as on the league. I mean, as off the league. I mean, as off the field as on the field. Pardon me. You know, I'm trying to have it exciting just as well as off the field and on the field, because you know, we all like to play and compete with another, but it's like, you know, when you're on the bye week or after you play your game, it's just something else to bring to the mix when you're not playing. Something else to get you hyped for the next game. Give you a little clarity about, you know, what's going on, because you see, when I talk about these games with the recap and everything, I also talk about the turnovers or the passing yards that was gonna just give an insight on how this game actually was taken over by the winner.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, you do a great job with it too. Just keeping everybody hyping on their toes about what's what, who's what. It's just smooth sailing, man.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. Yeah. So you know, before I get into a little bit about your team, I just want to go over the recap first, and then we'll touch down on them New England Patriots. So the recap on week 14, we had Carnage, who's the Denver Broncos, win against Dre, Carolina Panthers, and Broncos took care of business in a big way, 38-35. Hold on, give me 1 second, bro. I kind of feel like I already did these, right? Yeah, I think I did these already. Yeah, I think I did these. I think I did these already. I think I did this recap already for whatever reason. Let me just double check and make sure. Yeah, I think I did. No, I didn't touch on all of them. Some of them I did, some I didn't. Alright, so yeah, like I said, Broncos won by 3 over the Panthers. He took care of Dre. This was a good game. Drake defense had a couple of lapses. He definitely was in position to win, but he played good. Look, man, not for nothing, Drake been playing pretty solid with the Panthers all season. He's been scoring a lot of points, and he's looking like he want to make some noise come playoff time with them Panthers. And the thing about Carnage is that he's been playing solid all season, like in both my leagues. So I got to give Carnage his props right now. I know he's not liked by many, but including
I hate Carnage with a passion. I hate him with a passion. He been beating me since 18. I just started getting him back last season, but dude cold. And in fact, he has Kaepernick. Traded one league, traded with more.
Right, in AGS league. Right.
That took him to another level.
Right.
So
listen.
Respect to him.
Listen, I never was one that, well, for nobody. I don't discredit nobody. If I got to call you out on something, I call you out on something. But, Carnage has definitely been one of the consistent players since he joined my league. You know what I'm saying? Hate him or love him, he's always been there, pound for pound. Come playoff time, AFC chip, NFC chip, he's always been around to put his position to win the bowl. And not for nothing, he's doing that right now with the Denver Broncos. So good win for the Broncos. Next we had the Chiefs. Bay Boy Relly went against Rocket, Miami Dolphins, and Chiefs ended up winning by 10. Chiefs in that whole division started off pretty hot, and the Chiefs definitely lost a few, and then all of a sudden now he found himself where he got to pick it up a little bit. Miami Rocket, they pretty much they still, I think you still alive in that division if I'm correct, Ewald. I think you might be down by like 2 games or something like that, but this loss right here, didn't help the Dolphins out. It didn't help him out at all. But at the same time, it's not the worst loss in the world. But he definitely made the AFC East a little more interesting now, being that he lost to the Chiefs. How do you think the Chiefs been performing this season?
Just typical Relly, man. Like he balls out of control. He plays smart. He gets the job done. He's not gonna do too much, and he's gonna get the win no matter what.
Right.
So,
Look,
as always.
Quick. Go ahead. Just a quick little chime in real quick about Relly. That's actually pretty funny. Somebody once told me Relly is the worst Madden player they've ever played in their life. now when you hear that alone, you just gotta laugh when you hear that, because you be like, yo, wait a minute, what did he just say? Repeat it. Somebody told me Relly is the worst Madden player they ever played in their life, meaning they don't see nothing impressive about him, but at the same time he's always in the playoffs, or he's always getting some big time wins. So me myself, just like as me and you, I've been playing with Relly for some years now too, and I've always said I've gave Relly props for his defense. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first came into the league, I remember Relly was still taking the lineman and dropping him back into coverage. You remember that? Remember them days? Right. He used to take the defensive end and drop him back into coverage with the secondary. So I mean, his game has evolved a long way, but at the same time, there's a big difference in Relly's defense is now that he found out how to use it better. Relly wasn't the greatest users before, you know what I mean? But he definitely worked on it and got better, and it shows. His defense, I've always give Relly credit for his defense. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do what he's gonna do on offense. He's gonna take a mobile quarterback and he's gonna run and look for his first read or whatever. If ain't there, he's gonna try to take off. We get that. But to me, what makes Relly be able to compete is his defense. You know what I'm saying? And he's been standing on that. And he's been playing good defense with the Chiefs. And I ain't gonna hold you. The Chiefs got 2 good defensive players on that roster, Honey Badger and Chris Jones. And I've seen Relly shut guys down this season. So I got to give him his props, man. He been playing good. He been playing hella defense with them Chiefs. Something that a lot of people wouldn't be able to do. But this is a big time win for the Chiefs. Miami definitely gonna have to pick it up. after this week. They got a game coming up with you. I don't know what week y'all playing, but
We play today.
oh y'all play oh y'all oh, okay, yes, so y'all play y'all play today. Week 15. Right, okay, cool. Big time game. I'll be tuning in for that.
Yes, sir.
Next we had Pearl, my man P.E. Earl, Dallas Cowboys win against Third World, and I gotta tell you, man, Cowboys won this game by 3. Third World, man. Let me tell you something about Third World.
Yep.
He's one of the few guys. He's probably the only guy that pretty much run man to man 95% of the game. And I spoke about him when I did predictions. And what I respect about him is that, you know how in the NBA they say you live and die by the 3? Third World is going to live and die with the man-to-man defense. He's going to keep attacking you with it, and if you beat him with it, then so be it. But if you can't beat the man-to-man defense, he's not going to let up on you. He's going to keep running it on you. You know, and right, and you know what? It's not even the cheese to me. I don't look at it as the cheese. I look at it as good defense. Man-to-man defense is a real Imano defense. One-on-one, I got you. Let me see what you can do. I respect it. You understand? He played good, man. Look, he got the Bengals and he went head up against P.E. Earl and only lost by 3. You know what I'm saying? Now let me just jump into P.E. Earl. We all know P.E. Earl I gave him, when I did the Madden 20 awards, Pearl got the award along with others, but the biggest award he got, he was the most dominant player on Madden 20, right? He ended the league, he ended whatever it takes on a 3-peat. Now, I said this season, in this Madden so far, Pearl haven't been looking like the old Pearl. He's been showing, you know, vulnerability. But at the same time, he's been winning, but he haven't been dominant. What's your take on P.E. Earl?
Well, in 20, he was definitely the champ. There was just no beating him. And the 3-peat in Madden is cold all in itself. Just 21 is just different. You know, it's not a lot of things you was getting away with in 20 as far as linebacker usage.
That's right.
You know,
Which have some people getting exposed right now, by the way, because of that. But party on, continue on.
running with the safety where you can run up to the line of scrimmage and make it back downfield. A lot of things you was getting away with in 20, not getting away in 21. He'll make the adjustments.
Right, he'll make the adjustments, and before I continue on about Pro, just to tag on what you were saying, like you said about the user lurk is not OP as it's been, and for that reason, a lot of people's defense ain't looking as good as it once did. You understand? Because when that user lurk covered, when you was able to cover 3 receivers with 1 linebacker, it made your defense look better than what it was. You could call pretty much anything, but because the user lurk covered so much ground, your defense looked better than what it was. Now that it don't cover so much, you got to pretty much make up your mind of which way you're gonna go. People defense ain't looking impressive, you know. And look, I hear a lot of complaints about this Madden, and you know, I hear people say this, say that, but guess what? Every Madden that's been dropping over the last 5-6 years, probably longer than that, people always had beef about. There's never been a Madden where nobody had complaints about. Now, to me personally, I don't find a lot wrong with this Madden, other than it has been buggy. They got to clean it up with the bugs, but personally, I like the fact that the passing game is back. You understand? I like the fact that the run game not OP. I like the fact that the linebacker is not going to be able to cover your wide receiver, your tight end in the slot. You know what I'm saying? All at once. So, you know, I heard a lot of people complain, but it's like, yo, man, like, we just been so used to the garbage that they've been putting out. They're finally trying to, you know, lean a different route. And I'm hearing a lot of complaints. You know, I don't really have a problem with it. That was just a tag on what you said about that. Now, just real quick about Pearl. What I respect about Pearl is that I think Pearl is one of the to me, what makes Pearl one of the best players in my leagues is because he's one of the most straight up guys that I know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's never been anybody that played Pearl that called him out for anything after a game. Nobody never DM me and say, yo, Pearl broke a rule, Pearl did this, Pearl did that. Yo, he YouTubing. Think about it. Nobody never said that about Pearl. Now, the flip side is nobody said that about me neither. But at the same time, Pearl's been way more dominant than me. So this ain't about me or whoever else. Yeah, there's a few guys that's clean that don't play YouTube, including yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So a few of us left. But I gotta speak on Pearl right now because Pearl's been the most dominant and he's been representing for guys like us. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of other guys. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he's very consistent. He switches it up. Zone.
Definitely.
One, two,
Definitely.
And
Definitely. Pearl is the definition of how football is played. He's gonna take what you give him. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the way football is. Football is chess, not checkers. You ain't got to go to YouTube to find out glitchy cheese plays. All you got to do is just play with your head. You know, basically, it's as simple as if somebody come out in the run defense, you pass. If somebody come out in the pass defense, you run. You understand? It's simple as that. So what I'm saying is that it's chess, not checkers. You know, Pearl plays, he takes what you give him, and he's going to expose to whatever weaknesses you may have, and I respect that, man. And I've never had nothing negative to say about Pearl. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, at the same time with that, I had to point out that he haven't been his old dominant self. But at the same time, you know, look, man, you already know he's going to be there in the playoffs and everything. So you know, I advise everybody while he's trying to figure it out, we all better figure it out as well. Because this the same man who entered on the repeat. And take advantage of it while he can, while he's struggling. Because when he get hot, it's like, man, lights out. You know, but good win for the Cowboys. Third world, I think this loss might have buried this season. He was pretty much in the hunt for that third wild card. You got to remember, E-Ball, the league, the NFL changed it. It's now seven playoff teams. There's only one bye. The number one seed gets a bye, so it's still 4 division winners and it's 3 wild cards. You know, yeah. So it's a little different format now. The Bengals might still be in the hunt for that third wild card spot, but you know, that loss definitely hurt them. Next we had the Bears. Narratox went against Major Factor, and the Texans lost 9-7. That AFC South, man, it's pretty much been decimated this whole season. The whole division haven't been consistent. I believe the Texans is in first in that division, but after this loss, he might still be in first by 1 game. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, good win for the Bears, man. Naratoc, yo, I've been giving him props. He got the Jags in my other league in AGS, and yo, he's been coming back and he's been getting big time wins, man. And I like to see that. You know, I like for my leagues to be balanced. You know, I don't always want to keep seeing the same guys at top all the time. I like to see guys who missed the playoffs this season make the playoffs next season. This is why I come up with the sensitives and things like that for playing spoiler and things, you know, and so on, because, you know, I don't want to just keep rewarding you for not being able to compete, but at the same time, you know, it's my job to recognize it and try to close the gap between the top and the bottom. You know, that's all it is. And I know Narratalk been playing his games too, man. And I gotta give him props on that. You know, look, man, it's a good win for the Bears. It was a defensive battle. Bears ended up pulling this off 9-7, and look, just because and I don't even know if the Bears is all the way out, but I just know even if it's at the end of the season, you're eliminated. It's always good to keep playing and build the momentum for next season. You know, keep playing, keep working on your plays, try to figure out what you come across to bring it to next season. Don't just throw this whole season away because you're out mathematically. See what you can put in your arsenal to add to your weapons and bring that out next season. But good win for the Bears. Yeah, man. Good win for the Bears. Good win for the Bears. Next we had no question. Next we had Jets. Born Ready, another SFG member, went against T. Marlin, Seattle Seahawks. I know this loss helped you out because the Jets lost to Seattle 35-26.
I needed that.
Yeah, the Seahawks. I took Seahawks to win this game, but I've also gave Born Ready his props. This is the first season with the Jets, and Jets got a lot of holes with all the potential in the world. But Born Ready he's been competing week after week. He's been getting some big wins, and for him to still be in the division at this late in the season with the Jets, I had to tip my hat to him. He's been playing good defense with a bunch of guys that a lot of guys wouldn't even think about trading. You could give him away to players, and a lot of guys wouldn't take him. And he's been playing hella ball with the Jets, man. And I'm telling you now, that's only bright things in the future. If you can compete with the Jets in week one, in year one, and you got all this cap money and picks, oh, you're going to be all right moving forward. T. Marlin is hanging on by a string, I believe, to make the playoffs. I got to double check, but he got a big time win. He was the home team. Jets was on the road. I got to look and see how this loss hurt the Jets moving forward. But this game was close. Seattle ended up winning by 9. But look, man, Seattle is one of the favorite teams on the league that people run the jump, try to run and take. Nobody's screaming for the Jets, and Jets lost by 9, man. Shout out to the Jets for being able to just ball out this season. And T. Marlin, I know you're still in the hunt, so time to tighten up, bruh.
Gotta tighten up, man.
Next, we had Money Mascot, Washington football team, went against Jeff, 49ers. And when I did the midseason report, Ebor, I spoke about Washington. I said, when I did the midseason report, to me, Washington was playing the best football than anybody in the league. I seen the wins that he was getting. He had Blue Pearl out. He beat somebody else that was a good team. And, dude, he's doing it with Washington. A team whose defense is far better than their offense, but every time I look up and Money Mascot wins, he's putting up 40-plus points with that offense. How impressed have you been with Washington this season?
And the way Money Mascot plays, he's one of the greatest. He always makes it happen, man. It's just dope to see. It's just dope to see how he takes regular teams. You don't have to have a superstar team. You can just take a team, but if you know how to play and your skill set is right, anybody's going to be good. You're going to make any team look good, and that's what he does.
Right. He definitely do. I've always said Money Mascot was one of the best passers in my league. Money Mascot's another one. There's quite a few of us who've been down with this Madden League for a couple of years now. Me, myself, I knew nothing about Madden Leagues. On Some BS brought me in. This is back when On Some BS was throwing leagues. Shout out to him because, he the one that started it off and everything.
He started it off. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to BS. He started it off, and he the one that brought me in. And ever since I first came in, up until this point, I recognize who's who. And I've always said Money Mascot is one of the best, purest passes in these leagues. And for him to be doing this with Washington, and he's playing with a quarterback. He changed his name to Willie Beeman, but I forgot his real name. But trust me, his stats, his attributes was nothing to look at. Everything need a lot of work. And Money Mascot been doing what he do. He's still in the playoff race. He's in this wild card race, and Washington is one of them dangerous teams that you would not want to play in the first round. He went against Jeff this week. Jeff has been playing solid ball all season. He's been the number one seed. He's been the number one seed for that matter as well. And, the second half of the season haven't been as good for the 49ers as the first half. And, these type of losses against the 49ers he's going to make the playoffs. Washington, I'm sure he's going to make it. But a loss like this against two potential playoff matchup teams going down, this can do something to the psyche right here. Because if Jeff played Washington in the playoffs, Jeff's going to remember he just got beat like a drum. Right? So that's going to play in his mind. Now, it's not going to say that he can't win, but he's going to remember that loss, and either he's going to try to overcompensate for what happened to him this game, or he's going to come out with a whole other game plan. Either or, there's going to be some changes made, and when you lose like this late in the season, these type of things can have an effect moving forward. Good win for Washington. I'm interested to see how he finishes out this season. Next, we had Chargers win against the Falcons. That's Playmaker against Young Train. Playmaker won 21-3. Playmaker been playing solid ball. He's been playing solid ball this season with the Patriots, man. He's been balling out with them. You know what I mean? So I got to give him his props with the Chargers, even though the Chargers from top to bottom, to me, in my personal opinion, they are one of the most complete. They are the top 5 teams to me in the league. Because when you start out with them year one, they got every little bit of everything. They got cornerbacks, they got running backs, receivers. You know, the quarterback, they got a rookie back there, and they got Tyrod Taylor. You know, nothing to go crazy about. But the Chargers, man, top to bottom, they're a team that can compete. And playmakers are good user anyway. So with a team like that in his hands, I expect big things from the Chargers. And they took care of business this season. This week, 21-3 over the Falcons. Remember, the Falcons made that trade with the Chiefs when he traded Julio for Hardman, that rookie wide receiver with a lot of speed and 2 first-round picks. What you think about that trade that went down? I thought the trade was good for the Falcons. I seen his vision. What did you think about that trade, E?
Of course, I was a hater on the trade because nobody trades with me. Shout out to IB Ho, because he don't never trade. But it was a solid trade because in the end it worked out for everybody. And I just figured as long as the trades work out for you, you're good.
Right.
So I just feel, you know, everybody got what they wanted out of that trade. You don't want to. Some people don't want to see it because, you know, you didn't get them. Or you didn't get the
especially that division. The AFC West didn't like that.
In that, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
But I see the vision for the Falcons, man. You know, look, Julio's getting older. He is elite still. But look, he got 2 firsts and he got a nice rookie prospect to build up. I see the purpose in that trade for the ATL. And Young Train is a good user, yo. He'll bounce back next season. Trust me. This season is a wash. He got to figure out some holes. And what I like about what he did was he recognized that this team that has holes to fill. He said, you know what? Let me build through the draft because they probably don't have too much cap. So he took the smart route, man. Yeah, he took a nice little cap penalty trading Julio. But you know what? If you end up hitting home runs in the draft, you willing to swallow that money. And I like the move. Chargers got a big game coming up against Raleigh, actually, week 15. That's going to be a big game for playoff seedings moving forward. And last but not least for this week 14 game, we had Baltimore Ravens win against myself, Cleveland Browns. We ended up winning that game 24-21. I'm not sure if you got a chance to check out that game, E. We actually won that game on the 4-down goal line stop at the end of the game. Yeah, he had a chance to kick. He could have kicked the field goal to set in the overtime. It was like fourth down at the 2-yard line. He went for it on 4th down and ended up getting stopped, and we won the game. Like I said about my Browns, man, we got off to a horrible start. We started off 0-5, but to be able to be in this position and be 7-6 on the season, hey man, that's credit to myself for sticking in it and being able to see what was going wrong and make it right. How do you feel about the Browns season? How that season went for the Browns? What you think about the Browns season with E?
You starting out what 0-5?
Yeah.
I was like, it's over. I was looking, I was like, man, Q, what's up? I ain't never seen him, like that. So
you and me both. You and me both.
So, but of course, the balling just happened to come back, take back over, and the rest is history. Man.
Yeah, man.
Come back, make them.
Yeah, we made. We made a quiet trade. I mean, I put it in the chat, of course, but we made a quiet, deadly trade, bro. And the trade was with the Texans. We traded Kareem Hunt and Del Pitt, the rookie safety, for Kiki Kuti from the Texans, who I like. That's my little young receiver, and Justin Reed, the safety. When I tell you that trade is a difference maker, bruh, because Cleveland's secondary needs work and our linebackers is trash. We made some big time adjustments to go on this crazy win streak that we've been on. That was one of the best silent trades of the season. Trust me when I tell you, bruh. Moving forward, we got Cap. You know what I'm saying? We got Cap, so we got some money to spend. And, we pretty young. We got Myles Garrett, we got ODB, we got Baker, we got Nick Chubb. We got Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams, now Justin Reed. Look, man, we got some toys over there. We're going to be ready. The this game right here with Bap was more of a statement. Bap still gonna win the division, but this was to let Bap know, yo, next season we won't get up to the slow start and we gonna battle. And my dude Bap is one of the most he's one of the top guys in the league easily. I respect his game, and what I respect about Bap game with Baltimore is that Bap didn't take Baltimore and just try to make it Lamar show. Bap is probably one of the few guys that I see that play with Baltimore and take off for him the least. You understand? Like, Bap will try to air that ball out, and I respect him. He don't just try to take off with Lamar. You know what I'm saying? And Bap is definitely, he's definitely well balanced. He knows how to run. He knows how to pass. He has nice defensive schemes, and people like him is good for the league, man. Plays straight up. No cheese in them, you know what I'm saying? Nobody call him out for being glitchy. I respect guys like that. That's why I said we got guys like that. You know, everybody don't get accused for being glitchy, you know. And
he's an original Ravens fan.
And he's an original Ravens fan, man. You know what I'm saying? And
get him and get to playing with him.
Definitely.
Lamar,
definitely.
Caught up in the hype. He's an original fan, and you gotta give him credit.
Definitely. Guys like Bap is great for the league, man. You know, me and him always seem like we always in the same division when it comes to my league, and we always competing with each other on a higher rate. But you know, I root for guys like Bap. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, he don't just try to come and take Baltimore and try to find out the glitchiest stuff with Lamar. He plays straight up, you know what I'm saying, win or lose. He don't cry about nothing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he take his losses on the chin, just like he take his wins, you know, with good strut, you know. So shout out to Bat, man. That was the recap for week 14, bro. We in week 15 now. We're gonna get to these predictions this week. First, we had a game that was already played. We got the Chargers. That's playmaker win against Marzelli, Oakland Raiders. And Chargers took care of business 28-15. Yo, E, what I said about Marzelli, I think a few days ago, in one of my live casts I did, is that Marzelli, I call Marzelli a wild card, because Marzelli's one of them guys that can beat anybody on any given day, right? But it all depends on how Marzelli's playing, because Marzelli likes to play 100 miles per hour. You understand? Like I said, Marzelli's one of them guys, bro, when you driving on the freeway, right? And you know how you get them people that's just speeding for no reason, like they doing a buck? And it looks cool when they weaving in and out of traffic. You be like, oh, all right, dude over there doing what he do. It looks cool. But the minute he hit a speed bump or a pothole, you know, it's collateral damage, bro.
You catch up with him 2 miles later, and
right?
This car done
flipped 6 times, and he laying over there with his face facing his back. You understand? That's Marzelli on this mat, bro. Marzelli play 100 miles per hour, bro. But like I always say, if you can't make him hit that speed bump, he's gonna be able to look cool against you. He's gonna be able to get off and do what he do. You understand what I'm saying? So Marzelli's one of those guys. I think personally, if Marzelli just turned it down to at least doing 80 or 70, his game will expand. But you know what? I'm not his GM. I'm not his coach. I'm just speaking on what I see. But I still give Marzelli props because he remained true to who he is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he definitely does. And listen, man, with all that being said, he was over 500 with the Raiders. He's at 500 now with this loss. But yo, he's had a terrible season. For him to still be standing here at 500 now, he gotta pat himself on the back. Mind you, he got the Raiders. So you know, he's been making it do what it do with them. Next we got that game was played already, so no prediction on that. Next we got on some BS Buffalo Bills going against Carnage Denver Broncos. Carnage, most hated person in the league, going against on some BS.
Definitely the most hated.
Definitely the most hated. I'm going with Carnage in this one. I think Buffalo got some questions they need to answer over there to figure out how can they improve on the season they just had, because Buffalo definitely got talent over there. I mean, they got Stephon Diggs over there from Minnesota. They got a nice defense. Buffalo just got to figure out what that team strengths are and what their weaknesses are. But meantime, between time, right, and go for it. Meantime, between time, I'm gonna go with Denver. 35. 14. Next, we got T. Marlin, Seahawks, going against Money Mascot and the Washington football team. Big time game right here because Seattle's fighting for his playoff life, and Washington fighting too. But Washington, if I'm not mistaken, is in a little better position than Seattle. I think Washington is actually still in the division race. I think if Dallas win this week, I think Dallas got to win 2 more games for it really to be over for Washington for that division. But I know Washington is definitely in the playoff race, and I got to tell you, man, Washington been looking special this season. They've been looking special. They the home team. I'm going with Washington in this one, man. I like Washington to win this one 35-28 over the Seahawks. Seahawks on the road. Seahawks definitely got defensive pieces over there to be able to slow down Washington offense. Because let's face it, Washington personnel offensively is not what you think it is. That's just Money Mascot making it do what it do. Now,
that's definitely Money.
You know, right? That's him. That's him putting up the 40 with his schemes. Trust me, a lot of guys would get Washington and wouldn't be able to come close to doing what he's doing. So with that being said, Seattle has the personnel to be able to compete with Washington personnel, and T. Marlin is a pretty smart player. So it wouldn't even surprise me if T. Marlin win this game because he has the personnel to compete with Washington personnel. So at this point, it's Money Mascot scheme against T. Marlin scheme. Like I said, whoever has the better scheme is going to win. I'm going with Washington because he's been more consistent this season. Seattle's been up and down. They've been too much like a seesaw for me. But this is definitely going to be a good game, and it wouldn't surprise me if Seattle wins. But I'm going to take Washington because I got to pick a winner. So I'm going Washington 35-28. This is a big game, though. Trust me when I tell you. This is one of the premier games of the week. Next, we got myself going against Giants, Big Rico. I've been fighting for my playoff life since week 6. This is no different. We going against a Giants team who has nothing to play for, and the same thing I say against other people, I say for myself. Playing teams that has nothing to lose is dangerous because you can come in thinking that we got this, but at the same time, you playing because you feel like you got to win this game, and Giants really don't care if he win or lose. He just playing to, he's playing for stats. Of course, he's trying to play to win. He's going to try to play to win because he's a competitor. But playing against teams that got nothing to play for is dangerous. They're what you call trap games. I cannot come into this game feeling like I did anything, especially coming off a big win against the Ravens. That's it. It's time for the parade to be over with. We won a big game. It's over with now. We got to come in. We got to lock in from the start, and we got to take care of business. We going into New York. It's probably snowing out there. You know how it is late in the season. Certain places, the weather gets cold. It starts snowing, and look, man, he still got Saquon Barkley. He still got Ingram over there at tight end. He still got Slayton. He still got pieces over there that we got to keep an eye on. I don't predict my games. I just say who's the favorite. I will say the Browns is the favorite in 4 in this one. E-ball, being that I don't predict my games, I'll let you predict this game.
I will definitely predict this game. And shout out to Rico because honestly, like I said, with this new Madden,
Rico got better. Rico got better. I said that.
Because you can't do some of the weird stuff you used to get away with. Rico's balling and scheming has been way better, but he's not gonna win this because same old Rico gonna come through for me. So right. I got it 28-13 Browns.
No doubt, bro. We gotta come through with that too. So we gotta make it happen. Next we got Dre, Carolina Panthers going against DK, Green Bay Packers. This is a big game too because this is a big game because the Packers he's in a battle with Lions in that division, and Panthers is in a battle with Saints in his division. So this is a big game for both. Neither team wants to lose this game just because they know they really don't have room for error. I gotta tell you, Dre been playing great ball with the Panthers. DK's been playing good ball too with the Packers. DK kind of cooled off because at once early in the season, he was like 6-0. You understand what I'm saying? He was like 6-0, so he started out the gate hot. He cooled off, but because he started out so hot and he cooled off, it's really unnoticeable. But at the same time, I recognize it because I do predictions every week. But I gotta say, the Panthers has pretty been the more consistent team throughout the season. So I gotta go Carolina in this one on the road, man. I'm gonna go Carolina 36, Green Bay 31. I'm curious to know how you feel about this game, E.
I feel the same way. Like, Dre's just been balling. He's steady, consistent, and he doesn't make crazy plays, crazy turnovers. He just plays consistent football all the way across the board. So I agree. I think, and to be doing it with Teddy,
yeah,
that's taking it to another level. Because Teddy's throw power is not as great as everybody else's, or it should be. So for him to be winning like that and winning with Teddy just shows his skill set. So I agree. I go with the Panthers as well.
All right, man, no doubt, bro. So we see eye to eye on that. Next is Texans and Colts, but my man Scott got something going on with his game right now. So
come back, Scott. Come on, man.
He haven't been able to play.
Scott.
But yeah, get it fixed. What's going on over there, Scott? Whoa, bro. Get it fixed, kid.
Get it fixed.
Straight up,
Scott. Come on, we need you, man.
Yeah, so Texas will get a win in that game. And next game is a game I'm curious to see how you feel about it, because you're responsible for this. It's Born Ready Jets going against the Rams. The Rams is the user that you brought in. His name is I think Osiris or something like that, or Hasiris. You brought him in the league. I'm not too familiar with him, so number one, I won't predict anybody in this game because I'll only be going with what I know, and that's not fair for me to go with what I know opposed to what I don't know. So that's why I said you'll be able to elaborate a little bit better on this game, being that you brought this Ram user in, and I'm curious to know how you feel about this Ram user in this league.
I like him, man. I picked him up from another league. He talks a lot of trash, and so that got me hyped instantly. So we played a game against each other. Honestly, I didn't think he had any game whatsoever, but he showed me, that he knows how to ball. He's not stupid. Some people play just to play, and call weird plays and then like to quit. He's not that kind of user. He's a stand-up user. And this is going to be a good game, especially against the SFG family. I'm going to go with the Jets. No, actually, I'm not. And I hate to even do my fam like that.
Wow.
If the Rams user plays and they actually play the game, I'm going with the Rams 2017, the late field goal to win.
Wow. Okay. Rams, look, man. He's speaking highly of you, and that's a great thing. You're a part of a dope league, Rams. So hopefully you'll be able to see that for yourself, and let it be known. I got one spot open, is the Vikings. As you can see, we are at the end of this season. If you know somebody that want to be a part of something epic that's going on as far as the leagues is concerned, tell a friend. You know what I mean? Bring them on in. Let them know Vikings open, and we'll go from there. But E-Ball picked the Rams. That definitely has me wanting to see. I'm hoping this game get played now, because I definitely want to see the Rams come in and compete. But we'll see how this play out. We'll see. I don't know if the Jets, being that he just lost, I don't know if his season is signed, still, and delivered as far as going home. But I gotta look and see. But he might have a slight shot for that wild card.
He still got a shot.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Our division, everybody got a shot. So
all right. So this is a big time game for the Jets then.
Yeah.
So Jets, you're gonna have to lock in this game, bro. If the Rams show up to play, because it sounds like we got a nice user on our hand. So get them JETS ready. Next we got Steph Anthony, Detroit Lions going against Mad Max, Tennessee Titans. I've been talking about Steph Anthony since he took over the Lions, because he's been coming in and he's been doing his thing with the Lions. Number one, he didn't start off when the season started. He picked up the Lions, and it was already like 0-2 or 0-3. He went on a nice little win streak with them, And yo, man, he's battling Green Bay for that division. Impressive. I'm impressed with Steph Anthony, man. I always knew Steph Anthony know how to play, so it's not like I'm impressive. It's not like I'm impressed to see, because they're like, oh, Steph Anthony, I'm impressed with him. Nah, Steph Anthony always been a good user, but I'm impressed because he picked up whatever how this team is constructed. It was no trades made. He didn't make any trades. You know what I'm saying? He just come in and play with the Lions. And, like I say, man, when you're able to come in and play with certain teams and just pick them up and just play, that says a lot about your game skills. You understand? So, I've been giving him props, man. And I'm curious to see how he's able to compete this game against the Tennessee Titans and Mad Max. Mad Max this season, he's been up and down. That whole AFC South been up and down this season. But Mad Max, what I noticed about this man too, has been doing him some justice as well. So he's been playing good ball. Just the Titans just, he haven't been able to quite figure them out this season. But this is a big game for both, because Titans is in that race with the Texans. Lions is in a race with the Packers. So this loss is gonna be crucial for somebody. Me myself, I'm gonna go with the Lions in this one on the road, man. Give me Detroit in this one on the road. 27-23 Lions over the Titans. I'm just gonna go into the next game, E, because we a little pressed for time, because I want to get in with you about some stuff about you as well. Next, we had a game that was already played. Falcons and Bucks, Young Train, Ib Hove. They both had disappointing season. Falcons got a win. I'm pretty sure neither team really cared about who won this game. They probably was playing just for upgrade purposes. But Falcons won this game 28-13. Next we got Jags and Ravens. That's Bap against K-Lou. Bap just coming off a tough loss to the Browns, but you know what? It ain't even do a dent to his season. He's still good. Of course, he got to win at least one more to clinch the division, because I'm only 3 games behind him and there's 3 games left. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure he'll bounce back this week. He'll play with some little mean streak in him, coming off that tough loss. And he'll win this week, and he'll wrap that division up. He'll have the division title after week 15. I'm going Ravens over the Jags this week, pretty big also. I'm gonna go Ravens 36, Jags 17. Next we got you, E-Ball, Patriots going against Dolphins, another premier game of the week. This game I would say is pretty much the division for both of y'all. And as funny as that may sound, Dolphins is in first right now. It's not like y'all tied, but I say that because if the Patriots beat Miami this week, that's gonna put pressure on Miami. You still gonna need help. If you win this game, you're not in first place, but you cut the lead, I think, to maybe one game, right? To one game, right? So then that means Dolphins is gonna have to win. He's gonna have to win the next 2 games. You know what I'm saying? So this is a big time game right here. And New England, if you lose, it'll probably bury you for the division, but I think you'll still have a shot for that 3rd wild card. Cause the 2 wild cards right now is the AFC West. The Broncos in first, and you got Chiefs and Chargers. The 3rd wild card right now in the battle for it is me, Titans, you, Jets, and I think Bengals got a slight chance. So that 3rd wild card is up for grabs, but so your season's not over if you lose this game. But I know why go for the appetizer when you get the entree? See, the division is the entree. You get that division, you get that home, right? You get that home win, that home playoff game. I know that's what you want. I know that's what I would want. This is a big time game, man. I'm gonna go. Miami won the first one, right? Correct.
He did.
Miami won the first one early in the season, and because of that, I don't see Miami sweeping New England. I think New England gonna bounce back. New England circled this game after they lost the first game to Miami. I'm pretty sure New England circled this Week 15 game as long as he stayed. In the realm of being alive. If he was 5 games out with 2 games left, it really wouldn't matter. But I know he circled this game with the intentions of, listen, still being in the race. This game is huge. I'm going New England. I think they split on the season, and I think this AFC East gets a little more, tight knit as the season closes. Give me Patriots this week. 27. Give me Miami 20. 7-point win for the Pats. Just real quick, E, about your New England. How do you feel about your New England team? How you started off to where you at right now?
Just starting off and not quite understanding, just maddening how this was going. I gave a lot of games away, but now that I'm in my system, as the new generation says, in my bag, it's all good. I can't wait till next season. I got plenty of money, and I'm gonna spend it well, and we're gonna be ready, man. We're gonna be ready.
No, I mean,
shout out to Rocket too. Shout out to Rocket, because Rocket with the Dolphins,
yeah,
winning. I never saw that happen.
Yeah,
at all.
I mean, look, Rocket started off hot as well. Rocket started off 6-0, and he definitely hit a wall at one point. But you know what? It ain't always about you hitting the wall; it's how you bounce back from it. Because he could have hit the wall and it didn't recover. So he recovered. He gathered his right. Exactly. That one against the Bengals. It's like when you're in a boxing match. When you get hit with that, real hard hook, and you get the spaghetti legs, and that bell ring. It's like, all right, cool. You just got rocked. You understand? Even though the bell rung, you could come out in that next round still with the spaghetti legs. So it's not about you got hit hard, or even if you got dropped. It's like, all right, now how do you bounce back now? And Rocket bounced back. He bounced back, and he got Miami. Let's not act like Miami is one of the top teams in this league as well. I've noticed, though, in this man, Miami's definitely one of the teams that people sought after. They like the young talent they have over there, but keyword, young talent, meaning they're not ready right now. So the fact that Miami's been doing what he do, Rocket's been doing what he doing with them, I got to give him his props on that, man. He's been playing good ball with Miami, and I'm interested to see how his season ends with Miami. Next we got, definitely, bro. Next we got Eagles, Abercrombie going against Carlisle's Arizona Cardinals. When I did the Madden Awards, Carlisle's was definitely a runner-up for most hated, along with Carnage. Carnage just happened to win, but Carlisle's definitely was a runner-up for most hated. And, the biggest thing with people that hate about Carlisle's is that they say, he just one-dimensional, which I agree with. But at the same time, I also think it's impressive, because if you're one-dimensional and you win more than you lose, isn't that some type of credit to him?
It's a lot of credit to him, because he's going to run. He's not doing nothing but running. I've never played nobody who on 3rd and 14 will run the ball and still at times, most times, get the first down.
Right.
So you know what you get with Cole, and for him to still be successful with what he does, you gotta give him props.
Right.
Shout out to myself though, because I done smacked him twice in 21, because I'm not even having that run no more.
Yeah, I seen that the last 2 times you played him in different leagues, you definitely was on top in that one. So yeah, man. But what was interesting? What's interesting about Carlisle's, right? And what I'm about to say is not a shot at Carlisle. It's just a shot at others. Madden 20, right? You had quite a few guys that all they wanted to do was run like Carlisle's, right? Yeah. And here was my thing on it. I said that to me, the reason why I didn't respect a lot of guys' run games, because if I've heard guys say like, yo, I'm a runner. This is what I do. I run the ball. So that's them trying to say this is why they running the ball 98% of the game, right? But here was my problem with it. You was only running stretch. See, my thing is if you call yourself a runner, then you'll be running stretch, you'll run counter, you'll run toss, you'll run dive, you'll run zone, right? But a lot of guys don't do that. They run the stretch. If they ran the ball 20 times, 16 of them runs just stretch, right? So I don't respect that. And on top of that, everybody knew that Madden was OP on the stretch run. That's just like, and that was just I don't know if I want to call it a glitch, but that was just something that was OP about the game. It's the same way, bro. If you playing NBA 2K, right? Let's say you playing NBA 2K. Now we know you can shoot a jump shot or a 3-pointer from different spots on the floor. You know you can shoot a 3-pointer from the middle part of the floor. You can shoot it from like the part that's between the middle of the floor and before you get to the baseline. Then you got baseline, right? If I only see you shooting 3-pointers from the baseline on NBA 2K, and I see that majority of them is going in, and I know that for whatever reason 2K is allowing baseline 3-pointers to be OP. Don't act like you doing something special. Don't tell me, oh, I'm a shooter, this is what I do. If you a shooter, you shoot from everywhere on the floor. You understand? You ain't just shooting from baseline. So what I'm saying is about, exactly, you step with it. So what I'm saying about the whole running game, a lot of guys ran that stretch to the ground. And if you notice, E, that stretch is not really being ran nowhere near as much as it was last Madden.
At all. I'm probably the only person that runs stretch right now.
No. Carlisle still run the stretch. And I'm not even talking about Carlisle, because honestly, Carlisle still runs the ball heavy in this one, just like he did in Madden 20. So this ain't even about Carlisle's. But what I'm saying is that, like, a lot of guys claim to be runners when they only was running one play. And my thing is, the bigger question is, you know, it exposed guys. It made you realize who's cheeses and who's just want to use the game for exploits. You know how I said Pearl? You know how I gave props Pearl for being a natural baller? Because he going to take Pearl is not nowhere near on that level. But all of a sudden now, when you don't see guys use the stretch nowhere near as much, why is that? You understand? The stretch is still in the game. Oh, it's because it's not as OP anymore. Which means that you are somebody that just want to abuse what the game offers. You ain't a pure player. So, you know, I just had to touch on that, bro, because guys kill me with that, you know, I'm a runner, this is what I do, and then I don't even see it being drawn up the same way it was in 20. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just funny. But Carlisle is definitely somebody that's sticking to his guns. He's gonna live and die with the run. He's gonna run the ball. If you can stop it, he's in for a long game. But hey, yeah, at least you know what you got. You know, at least you know what you got coming playing against Carlisle. I don't think the Eagles is gonna play Abercrombie. I think he still might be in it, but I don't know. I think his season done. But anyway, I'm gonna go with Cards in this one. 27-14. This game was already played. We had Chiefs. Babe Boy Relly went against Trey Dog, New Orleans Saints. And Chiefs took care of business in a big way. This is a big time game right here too, because the Saints was chasing the Panthers. This hurts them tremendously, and the Chiefs all of a sudden found themselves in a little unpeculiar spot with the playoff seed, and they had to start winning. They didn't have the wild card locked up, bro. But they got 2 big wins back to back, and against Miami, now against the Saints. Safe to say, I don't see the Chiefs dropping their last 2 to fall out of contention. Big time win for the Chiefs and that team on the road. Next, we had P.E. Earl. Dallas Cowboys win against Jeff 49ers. This is a good game. Cowboys won a walk-off field goal to win the game. Look, man, Cowboys are going to be there when the smoke clears. Cowboys will be in the playoffs. So, listen, man, whatever you feel like, be ready. Whatever you feel like his weakness is, you better get ready to expose them. Because trust me, Pearl will be coming at everybody. Whatever he got come playoff time. 49ers definitely could have won this game. He was actually winning this game. Cowboys came back. Cowboys ended up coming back. 49ers was up 21-7 at one point in the first half. Then the second half, 49ers didn't score any more points, and that was it, man. Ball game. They got shut up the second half, and that's what happened. Things just went left. Next we got Third World Steelers activists going against Third World. Third World, he got to win out, and he need help. He got more to play for, so I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna go Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals 34, Steelers 27. That concludes the recap. That concludes predictions. Ebo, before I let you go, bro, This is something I'm going to ask every guest. You're the first guest, you know. So let me just say that you're the first guest on the fifth quarter, bro. You know what I mean?
Respect. Respect.
You're the first guest on the fifth quarter, and you know, I had to get you on there, bro. You keep me laughing in these chats. You and a few others, you have me laughing. Even if my day is going left, I see something that you guys put, and it makes me go right, and it makes me go right with a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get you
Yes,
up in
sir.
here, bro. This gonna be the first
Yes,
of
sir.
many times that you in here with me, and this is the question I'm about to ask you is what I'm gonna ask all my guests that come on here. Top five users and whatever it takes.
Mm. Oh.
Now, let me just say this. If you want to put yourself in it, that's fine. But I think to make things a little more interesting, don't include yourself. You know, let's just say it's top six, and you're already in it. I'm telling you, give me five. You understand? So to put more pressure on you, you know, give me top five users. You know what? Nah, you know what? We ain't gonna do that. If top
I'm
five,
with it.
if you
Do
feel
it.
like you in it, if you in top five, then you know what? You put yourself in top five. Top five users, bro. I'm curious to hear this.
Top 5 users.
This Madden.
Of course, I would love to put myself in there, but I'm not gonna
No
do it
order.
right
It
now.
ain't gotta be no order. You know,
Right.
just put
So
your top five
is
users. No
easily
order. Yeah.
Playmaker, Cornage. You know, just on, and I don't even like it. I don't even want to do this, but just on his consistency alone. No, okay. Playmaker, Cornage, Pearl. I'm gonna go Relly, and 5. Man, the 5th.
That's interesting. That's an interesting floor.
Who am I missing? I ain't missing nobody. I would have to go Playmaker first, Cornage second. I would give Relly third. Cause them the top 3 that it's just hard to even go against. I would say basically on what everybody else, I'm gonna go with Cole.
All right, so that's your five.
Yeah, and I would give Cole the 5th spot.
Call So you got Carnage, Call Relly, Playmaker. Wait, Playmaker, Relly,
Playmaker, Cornage, Relly, Cole.
Coils,
Oh,
and Pearl.
and Pearl.
Pearl.
And Pearl. That would be my top 5. Now, when I win one this year, whether it's in here or AGS, because I'm definitely winning, y'all not stopping me. Then I throw myself back in there. But them 5. Well, no, actually, I gotta take Cole out. I would have to go Murph.
Nah, Murph not in whatever it takes.
Oh, he not in. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Murph is in AGS.
Then there you go. Then that's the 5.
Okay.
That's the top 5 because that 5 is just that 5 is rough, man. And
Interesting five.
you gotta play to beat that 5. You gotta play to beat that 5. You gotta play consistent. You gotta play all the way through. You can't do dumb stuff because playing against them 5, I think if you do anything crazy, they gonna make you pay. So yeah, that's my top 5.
All right. I mean, listen, nice five, man. There is no right or wrong answers. I'm just curious to hear what everybody has to say. You know, when I ask them that, you know, I'm real curious to know who's everybody top 5. And yeah, man. Look, we definitely, and I definitely enjoyed, you know, having this first time get live guests on with me. You know,
Shout out to you again, man, because you taking it. You on the Mount Rushmore of Madden, man, and you taking this what we be doing and trying to do. You know, with these leagues. You know, again, like you said earlier, shout out to BS because if he wouldn't have brought everybody together, it wouldn't even be popping like it is. But for you to bring it together the way you have and taking it to and elevated it to a whole nother level, you know,
Right.
it just speaks homage, just respect to you as well, man. 'Cause I
Right,
already
right.
know.
Yeah, yeah, appreciate it, bro. I mean, just trying to bring something different to the league, bro. Just something exciting. Give everybody something to do, listen to before you get on the field. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep coming at y'all with other things and just different ideas that run. And at the end of this season, I'm actually gonna put a poll up for different things about the add to the league. Like just prime example of time. Right now we play 6 minute quarters, so just a poll. Because one thing I like to do, and one thing I always do, and I tell people this, who's a commissioner, you should always check the league temperature. Because if you don't have
Yep.
users, you don't have a league. You understand?
Yeah.
So you always got to check the league temperature, and that's what I always like to do. I don't like to speak for my league. I like to let the league speak, and then we have discussions on it from there. You understand? But look, the time thing. Some people may feel like we need to play 7 minutes. So I don't want to just go ahead and just say, yo, starting next season we playing 7 minutes. And obviously that's not something I'm going to change during the season. Any changes that's made, it got to be after the season. So that's just one of the things you'll be seeing the poll for. It won't be too many more things. It's probably like maybe 2 or 3 things I'm putting the poll up for, and I might not even do that anymore. But for the time, it definitely going to be a poll up about time, whether it be 7 minute quarters or 6 minute quarters. And like I said, man, just always trying to keep something going for the league, keep it exciting, keep everybody in tune. Even when you feel like you ain't got nothing to play for, you got something to play for. You understand? That's how we try to keep
Exactly.
things going over here. And
Exactly. I'm cool 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's really not a big difference, but at the same time, it is a difference. But I can understand both sides of it. If people who say they don't want it, I can understand it, and people say they want it, I can understand it. But I feel like let the league speak. You got over 30 guys in here, and it's an odd number, so it can't be no tie if everybody vote. So hey man, just vote. It'll be a poll up for that. But yeah, man, that concludes week 15. Thanks again for joining me, E. Appreciated your time, bro. I'll be back. I'll be back week 16 to right back like we never left at the 5th quarter, and I'll have another guest on next week. Good luck in your game, E, against the Dolphins. I'll be tuning in. Hit me up when y'all playing, bro.
Definitely, I will, man. Appreciate
All right.
being on the show, and let's make it happen as always.
No doubt, bro. I'll get with you.
Definitely.
All right, y'all. I'll get up with y'all week 16. I'm Ghost.